What's up, folks? Honey's Morning Update, October 24th. I will have a video, obviously, this morning, and then Friday morning. Unfortunately, I'll be away from my screens for a few days this week, so I'll kind of go over today and then kind of what I'm looking at, more of a macro. So over under today is 71. We are above that now, so cash open. I'd like to see a retest of the overnight high, which was placed right on the open at 38.13, and then your next big level is going to be that 38.20. The 38.05 is an important level. 3800 to 38.05 is pretty big, so we could watch that for resistance if it doesn't get to that 38.13. And then that 38.20 is your double top that we happen to have here, and then we came back down pretty significantly. So if we get above that 38.20, we could probably make a run for it. Next stop would be 33, and then your 43 to 45 level. But the big one would be 38.80. That would be something I'd be watching at for a resistance coming up. Above that, you have 39.23, and then that 39.25 is your 100-day as well. So that would be a pretty decent target upside, is that 39.25 if we came back up here. As we come up, we drop, we push, we fall, we push, we fall. So these are just, the squeezes from, basically bear market rallies. Now, if we got above the 99 and a quarter, they may take a shot at the 4100 or 4135. Now, honestly, I don't see this happening, but I don't know. Okay, this market, anyone who's saying that, like, oh, for sure this or for sure that, is not telling the truth, because nobody knows what's going on here. So that's your 38.20 double top right here. So again, if we pop up there, I could see a test of one of these two. On the macro aspect, on the daily, they really shoot for that 200 and whatever, these moving averages. So your 200s at 41.35. Now, if we went to tap that again, I would probably throw everything I had as a short if we got up to here. I don't think we make it that far. I think we make it into here, or maybe this other one at 39.70. Downside, we'll look at, if I can get there, perfect. So if we open up below that 72, obviously the first level I'm watching is the overnight low at 37.36. This 37.05.03 level, actually, like 05.08, that's going to be significant. And then your 38.78, 38.80. But really the 36.80, 36.83 to 36.63 is still an important channel. Below that 63 really makes this entirely bearish. I'm not exactly bullish here until we get above 38.20. In between, in my mind, is just chop. So we get below that 63 level, and then we'll hit that. Then we're looking at that 41, and then we do have pretty much a double bottom at 35.91 right here. That would take us into the 35.02, which is basically the 35.05 was the number I had before, but now it's, they poked it down to 2, and then they rallied it back up. But that 35.97, 3600 is also going to be important, so I would watch that first. So anyway, that's kind of, those are the downside targets. Below the I think we all die if we get below that 35.05 or 02. That stark low. So, again, everyone and their mother's bullish. We're rallying now. We have been since I've been speaking. Here we go. So, just something to look at. Here's your daily. I'm really eyeballing this 50, 100, and the extreme is the 2. This channel is still well in place. So theoretically, we could test that as well. Let's see the weekly, the 200. We've been bouncing back and forth below that and off that. That's still kind of a level on the downside that they've been watching. So that's at 36.02 now. But if you see like that level, really, I mean, you've just had wicks, but nothing substantial. So they're pretty much defending that 200 on the weekly. We lose that and get a good closing below that, and then we start to head back down, and that's when things will get fairly interesting. I do have that lower channel way down here, but that's, we all die there. SPX, we have a big cash gap, 36.38 to 35.83. Down below, we had this was that Friday. Look at that monster, and then we're going to open up here today. So 38.06, that level on SPX is going to be legit as well. You do have an upside target here at 41.10, 40.37. I don't know. That's a cash gap. And then you have the two down below, 34.84 to 34.43. That's from November of 2020. Euros still, this channel is still intact. Every up has been sold. It poked up. It's down again today, 446. These currencies are swinging, so keep an eye on this. Euro's down a bit, or the pound is down a bit. That popped as well after Truss's ordeal, her 45 days in office or whatever, and now it's a discussion who's going to be the next prime minister. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the yen. There's so much macro going on right now. There's so much stuff going on. It's just hard to keep track, and no one really knows what's going on. So the week ahead, you have Chicago Fed at 8:30, manufacturing PMI, services PMI. These should be important. Home price. We watched home housing last week. Did not miss. I was actually kind of shocked by that. So this might be something, but the price index, we'll see what happens there. I can't imagine that's going to be a good number, but I don't know if that's going to affect everybody. GDP on Thursday is going to be a big deal because, we had a negative 0.6 print, right? So that was 2 quarters down. Technical recession. They're looking for a positive 2.4%. We'll see about that. But if that is a green print, or in line, I could see we rally, because then everyone can say it's not a recession and everybody gets bullish again. So this could be real swingy. And then claims, everything else, and then you have Friday's going to be a disaster, but I'll be there for that, and we'll go over that later. So yeah, I don't, this is kind of what we're looking at for, upside targets again, basically 3,900, 3,925, and then your 41.35. But we'll see how this all reacts. Again, everybody on Twitter's bullish. That makes me nervous, but maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. I don't know. Anyway, stay safe. This is going to be a wild, probably a wild week. If we see a big update tomorrow, I could see us coming back down, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then maybe return back on Thursday and Friday. I don't know. It's going to be a swingy week, and then there's tons of earnings. So I know that, we posted some of the earnings in here. There isn't anything significant today, but it really starts into tomorrow. But we have Apple and Tesla, and I don't know. It's all the big boys come out today, so those are definitely going to affect our market. Whether that those are good or bad or indifferent, in my mind, any earnings that are neutral or better are going to be bullish, and because everyone's so used to negative numbers right now, so anything just remotely positive will put a bid on this thing. So anyway, I would expect a higher day today just because as of now we're going to open up above that 71 level, and I would see a continuation from Friday, and then after that I probably a Tuesday reversal, but that's just what I'm seeing. Trade the tape and make sure you're in and out of your trades, because this thing is swinging, and it's swinging quickly and hardcore. So stay safe and preserve capital. All right.